All right. Okay, let's take a look. Right, like I said, you're supposed to watch the video before you come to lesson. If you want to do extra questions, you can actually attempt them. And then when you come here, there will be additional questions for you to practice on. All right, now for P3, you're not supposed to use any calculators. You're supposed to learn, basically the whole idea for you is to start learning to calculate first before you go on to a more advanced questions. That's where calculators are required. Okay, for now, you don't need it. You are supposed to do it manually. Let's try one of these first. Now, I think you have already practiced P2 exercises on how calculation is. We're dealing with two-digit numbers first. So let's practice calculating manually. And then let's go on to your bigger numbers like 3 digits and 4 digits. Let's look at number 1A, 17 plus 30. Anyone wants to attempt? Yes, Ayat. You can actually try use you can actually write it on the note if you want to, on the slide if you want to. Use go on to your Zoom applications there's an annotate. I think I actually call on to Ayat first. Sydney, you want to ask question or you want to try?
I want to try.
Okay, let's give Ayat a chance first because I was asking about 1A. She actually put up her hand first. Okay, you try the B, 1B. Okay, you can work it out. When you find your answer, can you write it on the slide itself? Singing at the same time, you can work it out 1B. Anyone wants to take 1C? Andrew, 88, you are not tuition. Those two, they're out. They won't be asked. Okay. Once you have worked it out, write it and let's see whether you get it correctly. And probably you can also talk me through, explain how you actually work it out if you want to show the working. You can play around with the pen as well on the slide and show me your working if you. Ready? Do you know where to do the annotate? Singing, you know where? Yeah. Yeah, you do know how to use the pen. If you can see, there's a pen symbol at the top. For basically for mine is at the top. Some of you might be at the bottom. So find the pen symbol, okay, and then write it. It's a bit hard to maneuver. For singing, yours is 1B.
Okay.
And Ayat is 1A. Okay, and it's okay if you you can't actually write it properly. So I know it takes some time to get used to it. Yeah. You need me to rub it off for you. Let's see. Oh, okay. Anyone want to take 1C again if you can? Actually, it's very straightforward, very simple. So I'm just since number Singing, you want to do 1C, is it? Okay. All right, since 1B is answer is already out, I'm going to show you a quick working. Yeah. Let's just wait for if Ayat is there. Okay, I'm going to show a quick working for 1B first. So if you have a two-digit number, 21 and 21, usually the working, when you do on rough paper, I actually do it up. Basically, I write it up and down. The working, you will actually see it 21 plus 21. You do a working like this. So 1 and 1 is 2, very simply, and 2 and 2 is actually 4. Okay, so basically you get working like that. Now we're only doing addition at this point. So when we comes to subtraction, I will show you a much complicated, not really complicated, a little more challenging working, and you'll be able to understand better. Very good, very sweet and short and sweet, very straightforward questions. So your answer here is 47. I'm going to write over you so that when I clear, you'll be able to see the working, the correct answers, okay? So 47, 42, 26, and 29 will give you 55. Very good. Okay, now when you're beginning, usually, yes, it takes some time for you to calculate, and usually you don't rush, you don't want to make careless mistakes. But as you go along, when you get more practice, you'll be a lot faster, and you will not take such a long time for one simple question, because the more you do, the faster you become, and the more better you get. Okay, so let me just drop off my working. So simply working, you can actually, that's how I do on a rough piece of paper, just 21 plus 21, and get your answer over 42. Make them in straight column. I believe, I'm not sure if they're still providing this, because in primary school, when you buy your books, there's a whole chunk of exercise book. Some of them might be in square. If you, and you probably realize now why some of your exercise book. Do you have still those that with the square blocks? I don't know if yours do. That is actually meant for maths, or sometimes Chinese teacher use it so that you have all the different blocks to help you guide the lines for the different columns of your numbers. Yeah, I don't know if you still have it. If not, maybe it's just a singular line now. Maybe it's just back my time. Yeah, okay, very good. Let's try your question too. So your answer is 47, 42, 55. Okay, question 2, subtraction now. Now, just now earlier, I did say that when you have a subtraction, there'll be a little bit more challenging. Hold on, I do have certain crowd coming in. Let me just, okay, hi Ben. Okay, who's going to do 2A? Oops. Singy, try 2A. Anyone want to take 2B? Those that are audience, don't join in, okay? So 2B, anyone? Ayat do 2B. Now one person will have to do additional one, since Singy did 2 earlier. Ayat, shall we do C as well? Okay. Okay, earlier on I did say that oh sorry, accidentally put out the number already. Okay, never mind. Okay, earlier I did say that when you do have oops, when you do have subtraction, it will be a little more challenging. So same thing, you're working, put 33 minus of 15. Okay, any one of you, if you have digital pen, it'll be easy. I don't know, it's up to your preference, because for me, I do have one to practice, and it's harder for me. It's much untidy than compared to using a mouse. So it's up to you. I can try, because if I use a pen, it will be very hard for me to control. So you're working 33. Hold on, I'm just struggling with the pen. So you got 33 minus your 15. Your first column. Okay, your first column, 3 and 5. How do you minus? You can't minus when you have one lesser, smaller than the other. Okay, so if we see the whole 2-digit number, you always have the bigger digit to minus off the smaller one. But when you do working, and we do 1 digit at a time, if you see here, let's start off with this column. Sorry, 3 and 5. You know what? Instead of fiddling with it, your 3 and 5, I rather, I'm gonna just use, one second, I'm just gonna wrap this part. Okay, so 3 and 5, I cannot use 3 minus 5. I need to borrow from the other partner, which is my neighbor, this 3. And when I borrow 1, I will left 2. Okay, so that's what I meant by a little challenging. When you borrow 1, the other column will left balance 2. And that one will bring over to my 13, to my this first column, it will become 13. So 13 minus 5, it will give me 8. And your answer is correct. 2 minus 1 will be 18. Very good. Okay, so I guess you are using digital pen, right? So it takes some time to practice with the, to get any handwriting with a digital pen. Okay, so 50 minus 19, sorry. 50 minus 19. Yeah. Same thing. Who's doing singing? No, are you doing B, right? Are you doing B? Okay, let's try 50 minus 19. So remember when I say your first column, you can't, you have 0. You can't minus, you have nothing, you can't take away 9. So basically you need to borrow from a neighbor, right? So when you borrow from a neighbor, what happens is the 5, it will balance 4. And you bring over your 1 and 0 becomes 10. So 10 minus 9, it will give you, Ayat,
1.
how many? 1. Okay. And then go on to the next column. 4 minus 1 will give me? How many?
3.
Yes. Okay, so what's my answer for B? Yeah, Ayat, you want to change? Yeah, take your time, it's okay. You can actually practice with a pen, so it's just pen. Sorry, yeah. I'm still practicing. I spent a few hours to practice with the pen, but it's just okay. I should know it's time. Okay, never mind. All right, write your number 31 for B, and then you'll see. Let's try same thing again. So 45 minus 16. Let's do it together. Yeah, you want to write your B answer? Already worked out your B answer, 31. Try with your pen if you can. Okay, 45 minus 16. Let's go through. Now, same thing, your 5 cannot minus 6. So what do? I borrow from my neighbor, which is 4. And I will balance 3. Okay, carry my 1 over. I will have 15. 15 minus 6 will give me 9. Very good. And then 3 minus 1 will give me 2. Yes. Now you also can adjust your fonts, I think. Whether you want a thick line or a thin line. Not sure if you actually can you can actually do the what's that, the thickness of your numbers. Okay, so yes, so my answer would be 18. All right, so basically, oops, there we go. 18 is blocking that. I'm gonna erase. Okay, I'm gonna just erase your answer so that you can see. All right, we'll have to write there 18. My answer is 18. 31. I'm gonna write over your answer so that you can actually see later. And 29. Okay, so there we go. All right, so that's your answer. More clear. Okay, and this one, let me just clear the working. If you all need some more practice on the working, or you want me to show you the working, let me know again. I will show you. Okay, so basically we have different we have the same level, but sometimes some people just take a longer time to actually look through the working and do some practice. Feel free to stop me. Okay, there's no rush. So as long, the more important thing is for you to get familiar with the working, how to actually do it. All right. Next question. Now, earlier I did show you the slide if you want me to share again. But let's try first before I start sharing again. I don't know what's the dot there. Why is there a dot? Okay. Let's try this. Now, remembering my notes earlier, 566, your digit 5 is in what place? Anyone wants to give me an answer? Give me a try. What place? We only got 3.